In the beginning of the drama, we see a small, sweet daddy princess girl named Minji. She is our female lead. This girl likes mountain climbing very much. She often goes to the mountains with her friends. In the next scene, one day Minji again takes everyone to the mountains and climbs a tall peak so that they can get close to the clouds. But the other friends feel that this is very dangerous. Therefore, everyone pulls her down and takes her away from there. After that, while returning on the road, they encounter a snake. When everyone is scared, suddenly the snake stands straight, and its length is more than Minji's height. Seeing this, Minji becomes very scared and starts crying because her neighbor had said that if someone sees such a long snake, then they will die soon. Minji feels that now her life is going to finish. Therefore, she thinks that before dying she should do some good works. She decides that she will do something for her friend. Meanwhile, she takes everyone to the library so they can steal their favorite book. When she goes inside, she sees an unknown boy there. She runs away from there out of fear. At night, when she comes home, she sees the same boy eating food in her house. Here she learns that his name is Jiang. He is our male lead, who has just transferred and joined their middle school. His dad is Minji's dad's boss. Both families have a good friendship, and now they have also become neighbors. Minji starts feeling worried that maybe Jiang will tell someone about her book-stealing secret. On the other hand, she starts trying to win his heart. When Jiang comes to Minji's school, everyone thinks he is a very proud type boy. His personality is completely different from Minji. Minji is a lively and naughty girl, while Jiang is a quiet boy who stays a little confused and likes the color black. Minji plays the role of a big sister and tells all her friends that they should take care of Jiang and welcome him. The next day, she introduces Jiang to all her friends and also tells him about each of them. As the days pass, Minji starts feeling more interest in Jiang because there is a strange sadness in his eyes. Then one day, Minji hears her mom and dad talking. Here she learns that Jiang had an older brother who was very intelligent and also a math genius. But unfortunately, he died in childhood. Because of this, Jiang's mom and dad's relationship came close to breaking. Both wanted to get a divorce, but when Jiang was born, their relationship was saved from breaking. In the morning, one day in school, the teacher gives a topic: write the meaning of your name. Minji says that her name was kept Minji because at that time her mom used to like eating cherries. Now she has kept her name Minji. Other classmates' names were also kept for some reason, but only Jiang does not know why his name was kept. Minji does not feel good about this. She searches for the meaning of Jiang's name in the dictionary the whole night and then tells him the meaning of his name. She also takes Jiang to see the sunset, but unfortunately, there are clouds in the sky, so they cannot see the sunset. They just keep feeling that view. After that, Jiang's birthday comes. His dad gives him a black color watch as a gift. Jiang does not like it, but he does not say anything. Then suddenly the door rings. When he opens the door in a sad state, he sees that Minji and her friends have come to celebrate his birthday. They all also give him black color gift, while Jiang does not actually like black. It was only his brother's favorite color. His mom and dad wanted him to like this color too. Jiang celebrates his birthday together with everyone. Because of Minji, changes start coming in his personality. Soon they both become best friends. Meanwhile, they find a rabbit which they both start taking care of together. Everything is going fine, but one day something strange happens. Winter vacations are coming. Meanwhile, as soon as the winter vacations finished, Jiang's mom came to take him so that she could take him to the city. Jiang did not even say goodbye to anyone. Minji feels very sad about his leaving. When Jiang's car moves, Minji and the other friends follow the car from a far distance. They do not want him to leave under any condition, especially Minji, because she does not want to separate from Jiang. After that, in this way, Minji loses one of her best friends. She feels that she will never be able to forget Jiang. 5 years pass in the blink of an eye. Many things change. Minji has now already become a high school student, but now she remains alone because her other friends have also moved to the city one by one. In the next scene, one day while sitting in class, Minji sees a dream that Jiang has come back. When she wakes up, she learns that her mom has come to the school. Outside the office, she hears the teacher telling her mom that Minji is a good student, but now she is not paying attention to her study. She remains busy writing letters to her friends all the time. When her mom comes outside, she does not scold Minji. Instead, she says with guilt that Minji has remained alone in this village because of them. Then Minji laughs and says that she is not lonely and that she likes living here. At night, When she goes home, Minji carefully keeps all the letters she wrote to Jiang, in which she wrote everything that happened in the mountains after Jiang left. The next morning, Minji receives a phone call from Ming. In panic, she says that Minji should not have sent those letters to Jiang. When Minji asks why, she says nothing and cuts the phone. Knowing this, Minji becomes worried. To find the answer, she goes straight to the city so that she can know what finally happened. When she enters the school, all the students start watching her with strange looks and say that maybe this is the girl who writes letters to Jiang. Meanwhile, Jiang also comes there. Both are meeting after 5 years. For some time, they look at each other. Minji is not able to meet his eyes, but when the students ask Jiang who this girl is and if he knows her, he says without thinking that he does not know this girl. Hearing this, Minji's heart breaks. The person she thought was her best friend and to whom she kept writing letters for 5 years refuses to even recognize her. This deeply hurts Minji's heart. She runs away from there in anger. Minji's condition is not good and her breathing starts becoming fast. When she sits near a railing, an anther feels that she might do something wrong, so she brings her down and takes her home. After that, when Jiang reaches there searching for her, Minji has already left. Now he feels regret, and it does not seem that Minji will forgive him so easily. Then Minji decides to meet Zhao. When she asks Zhao about Jiang, he starts telling her that Jiang does not talk with anyone in school. One of her letters that she wrote was read aloud by some classmates in front of everyone. Because of this, Ming stopped her and told her not to write letters to Jiang. Meanwhile, Jiang also comes there, and a girl is with him whose name is Fin. Zhao tells Minji that she is the most beautiful girl in the school and that her name is often linked with Jiang. Both are class toppers. Knowing this makes Minji even more sad. On the other hand, Minji's mom and dad also reach the city. Everyone suggests to them that Minji should also transfer to a city school so that she does not feel lonely. The next day, all the friends take Minji to visit their secret place. After enjoying a lot, when she is returning home, Jiang comes to meet Minji. The girl angrily starts asking why he said in front of everyone that he does not know her. The boy says that at that time he felt it was right. Hearing this, Minji becomes even more angry. She says that a black cat has crossed the road and tells him to go from another road. Minji ignores him and leaves. Even after reaching home, she does not feel peaceful. She goes to Zhang's house in anger and starts throwing stones at his window, but her anger still does not calm down. Just when she turns to return, she sees Jiang silently standing behind her. Minji controls her mood and says strongly, "Listen, tall boy, I came here to clear something. The letters I sent you were not love letters. Where did I ever write that I like you? I was sending those letters so that I could share what happened in the past 5 years. The most important thing is that the small rabbit we both raised together has died. I just came to tell you all this. Zhao, Chen, and all the others are my friends, but you shared my letters with everyone. That was a cheap act. I will never forgive you for this. From now on, we will behave as if we never met." Jiang listens to all her words silently and only says that he understands and that she can go now. Minji leaves in anger. It seems that the story is still not finished. In the next scene, Jiang is purposely ignoring the girl. His mom is watching everything from the window because she keeps watching him every moment. Minji has gotten admission to the city middle school. Her mom and dad have now left the village and shifted to the provincial capital. In the second year of high school, Minji gets the science class. The interesting thing is that Jiang is also in the same class. He has become part of the mathematics Olympiad national team. Zhang's dad becomes very happy with this success and tells him that Minji and her family have shifted here. "Your mom is not here, so arrange a party for them." With this excuse, you will also meet your old friend. Everyone reaches the dinner party. Seeing Minji, the boy starts smiling inside his heart. During dinner, he takes care of Minji, but the girl is still not ready to talk with him. The next day, Chin and other friends take Minji out to roam. Minji is feeling a little strained. The girl who once used to be fearless now feels nervous. In this new city, she feels out of place. The next morning, Minji reaches school. The teacher introduces her and then gives all the students a task for an English conversation exercise. Minji raises her hand. The teacher asks who wants to support her in the dialogue exercise. Seeing this, Jiang raises his hand and says that he wants to support her. Minji asks him what he remembers the most. Jiang starts telling that when he was small, one friend took him to see the sunset. At that time, he understood how beautiful his name is. Minji understands that Jiang is talking about the same sunset which they once saw together. But now what does that mean? Jiang is not the same anymore. Minji directly answers that she does not understand what he wants to say, and she says sits down. Meanwhile, after class, Minji talks with Shin and asks what Jiang wanted to say. She says that Jiang still has feelings for her. He is not able to move on from the past and cannot stay far from her. Minji ignores her word. The boy who refused to recognize his childhood friend. What expectations can be kept from him? Even if Minji has created distance from her childhood friend, the boy is still looking for chances to come near her. After class, when Minji goes to fill water, Jiang also comes behind her. He starts saying that she should give him her water card because he forgot to bring his. The girl directly refuses and says, "Who are you? Do I even know you?" This is like returning the same treatment. The boy starts introducing himself and says that he feels happy meeting her. Even though both know each other, they're acting like strangers. The girl says that she does not feel even a little happy meeting him and that she will not lend her card. Saying this, she walks forward. On the other hand, other girls start offering Jiang their water cards, but he refuses to take them. Water was just an excuse. His purpose was to talk to the girl. While going home from school, Jin asks Shin what the plan is for the weekend. Shin casually says that maybe she will go to the aquarium. Hearing this, Minji gets lost in her thought. Meanwhile, a flashback shows that Jiang and Minji had once planned to go to the aquarium to see jellyfish, but now their friendship is finished. Minji's heart does not want to go, so she says that she will not go. Jin tells her that Shin will feel upset and that she should come with them. Minji says yes, but the next day Shin cancels the plan and says that she has important work. Then Shin goes to the aquarium with Minji. When they are watching the dolphin show, Shin sees them together and starts taking their photos. When Minji returns, she meets Shin and becomes surprised because Shin had spent the whole day at home watching television. This means she purposely did not go with them. At that moment, Minji understands that Shin has a crush on Shin. Minji tells her that she should talk with Shin, but Shin refuses and says that if she does that, they might not remain friends. The next day in school, Jin comes near Jiang and starts telling him, "Brother, I saw Chen and Minji." Meanwhile, Jin says that he saw them together and maybe there is some affair going on between them. Jiang confidently says that this is impossible and tells him to leave from there. Jin then leaves, but his words make Jiang a little restless. After class, Jiang comes near Minji and says that she should keep this bottle with her and fill water in it and bring it back. Saying this, he leaves. The girl becomes red with anger. If she had control, she would have thrown the bottle at his head, but doing this in front of everyone would not be right. Minji does not accept Jiang's word. The class monitor brings water for Jiang. When Minji comes back to class, she sees that her water bottle is filled. A note lying on the desk says, "I am sorry." Minji feels that Jiang said sorry to her, but this is not true. Actually, the class monitor filled her bottle. Minji starts feeling shame inside her heart. In the next scene, in the physical education class, Jiang and Chen start competing in running. Many girls are cheering for Jiang. Minji does not understand whom she is supporting. She just keeps shouting without taking anyone's name. After running, Jiang comes near Chen and says, "Where are my letters? Bring them and give them to me. And yes, stay far from Minji. You are not right for her." Chen answers that Jiang is the same person because of whom her heart is confused and says that he will not do that. Saying this, he leaves. After that, the girl's running turn comes. Minji starts running with full energy and even comes second. But the next moment, she falls unconscious. Chen and the other friends immediately take her to the infirmary. It is known that she has heat stroke. When Jiang goes to bring a drink for Minji, he learns there that Minji has fallen unconscious, so he runs to her. Everyone else has gone to class, and only they two are there. Minji is lying on the bed and sees a dream. In the dream, she is sick and Jiang is near her, taking care of her. In her sleep, she says that whenever Jiang is near her, she feels better. When Minji opens her eyes, she sees that Jiang is really sitting near her and giving her air with a fan. As soon as Minji's eyes fall on him, she immediately sits up and says that he should go out from here right now. If someone sees them together, they will misunderstand. The boy says that how can he leave when she herself said that when he stays near her she feels good. Minji starts feeling embarrassed and says that she was not talking about him and that she does not remember anything. She tells him to leave. Jiang is not ready to leave, and the girl becomes angry at him. Meanwhile, the doctor also comes and asks Jiang what he is doing there. Jiang says that he and Minji are classmates and when he knew she was sick, he came to see her. He wants to say something more, but Minji stops him. She lifts a pillow and starts hitting him with it, and the boy leaves. After spending some time in the infirmary, when Minji comes outside, she meets Rue, who says hello to her. But Minji does not want to talk with her. Rue says that she knows about Minji and Jong's friendship and that they are childhood friends. Minji asks whether Jiang told her all this and what relationship she has with him. Rue gives a round answer and only says that they are good friends who help each other. Love and such things can be seen after college, but right now their focus is on studies. Hearing this, Minji's heart breaks. She only says thanks and starts walking away. Rue stops her and says that if she is Jong's friend, then she is her friend too. Minji says sorry and that she does not need more friends, and leaves from there. At night, the same evening, Shin starts teaching Minji how to ride a bicycle. She notices that Minji is very sad. At that time, Shin's father calls her, so she goes inside. Minji now starts practicing bicycle riding alone and continues trying. Meanwhile, Jiang comes there. From the window, he sees Minji riding the bicycle and becomes worried that she might fall. Because of his presence, the girl becomes more nervous and falls. Blood starts coming from her hand. Jiang comes near her to help, but Minji angrily asks why he came there. She reminds him that they decided they are only classmates. Jiang says that he was watching her from the window and came because he was worried. Minji tells him to stay far from her and says that whenever he comes near her she gets hurt and that he is unlucky for her. Jiang then says that he just wants a new beginning and asks whether they can become friends again. After that, Minji answers that she does not want to know him and wishes that she had never even met him. Saying this, she rides her bicycle away. At night, when Minji opens her old diary, she sees that every page is written with Jong's name. Everything about him is mentioned. But today, Minji writes only one line, that after today, thinking about Jiang is forbidden. Now he is no longer her friend. The next day, during break, when Minji goes to bring water, she hears some girls gossiping about her and Jiang. Minji looks them in the eyes and says that next time, if they talk about Jiang, they should not involve her name. He is not special for her. In the next scene, while Minji is cleaning the school, she hears a cat's voice. A cute cat is hiding on the stairs. She goes down and starts playing with it. Meanwhile, Jiang comes behind her and says that he brought this cat when she was transferring and could not come. He liked it because it reminded him of Mei, their rabbit. Minji shouts in anger that he should not mention Mei's name and that it has nothing to do with him. She refuses to take the cat in his place. Jiang asks why she is getting so angry and says that it is just a cat, and he likes it. Both then start fighting. Minji, in anger, lifts a stone to throw it, but Chin and other students arrive and stop her. Then the principal comes and gives both of them strict punishment. Finally, Minji hears Jiang say that he is sorry, and Jiang also apologizes. The matter ends there. In the next scene, Shin asks Minji why she is angry with Jiang. She says that Minji is thinking about the rabbit and Rui's cat as if she is right, but both cannot be liked at the same time. Minji refuses to accept this, shouting in anger, but the pain in her eyes is clearly visible. Both girls argue. Minji says that the boy's name should not be taken in front of her because he is now a stranger and has nothing to do with her. Meanwhile, in the next scene, before the training camp, Jiang thinks that he should tell Minji that he will take care of her cat, but he is not able to say it and leave. Later, we see Minji bringing tasty food for the cat and taking care of it. She says that the cat is also important for her. Even if Jiang dislikes it, she has not forgotten her childhood. After that, one day, suddenly it starts raining. All the students run and climb onto the bus. Minji thinks that she should put the cat somewhere safe to protect it from the rain. She gets wet while returning to the campus. The cat is hiding in a small place. Without thinking, Minji goes inside to save it, but it is difficult for her to get out. Meanwhile, Jiang comes with an umbrella. Minji tells him to help if he can. Jiang says that they only know each other as classmates and that he should not put his life in danger to save her. She helplessly accepts his words and says that he is handsome, tall, intelligent, and a good person, so now he should take her outside. Jiang agrees and brings her outside, but Minji does not even look at his side and starts walking away. Then Jiang says that now he will also help. Minji says that this cat is his responsibility and that he should come outside himself. Jiang is left alone outside in difficulty. Far away, Minji watches him. When she sees him come outside, she finally goes home. When Minji reaches her friend's house, she is completely wet. Shin angrily asks why she humiliated herself for Jiang and what she wants from him. She says that if he wants friendship, it is okay. If not, Minji should stay far from him. Minji explains that she only went for the cat because it is very cute and has nothing to do with Jiang. Shin does not believe her words because she realizes what is going on in her heart. The next morning, Minji and her friends leave on the school bus. When Shin is riding her bicycle, Minji suddenly notices Jiang. She asks him why he is ignoring Rue, his best friend. Jiang immediately refuses and says that this is impossible. Shin's words make Jiang a little worried, and he starts thinking that maybe Minji is also thinking about him. After that, Shin gives her bicycle to Jiang and tells him to follow Minji and clear everything. Without wasting any time, Jiang starts following the bus on his bicycle and starts calling Minji's name. When Minji sees that Jiang is following her on his bicycle, she realizes that he is doing it for her safety from the bus below and asks him why he came behind her. Jiang remains silent for a while and then says, "Forgive me." Hearing this, Minji's heart melts. Meanwhile, they catch the next bus together. Minji tells him that if he wants to talk, he should do it now. She asks why he did not contact her all these years and why he did not even answer a single letter. Jiang explains that when he returned to the provincial capital, his mom immediately sent him to a math center and even cut the phone line so that he could not contact anyone. Minji had believed his excuses. Hearing this, tears come to her eyes. She cries and says, "Why did you not tell me all this before? I blamed you without reason. You only told me once on the phone about your helplessness, and I never got angry after that." Hearing this, Jiang becomes sad and feels helpless. In the next scene, a flashback shows that Jiang's mom was exhausted from making false promises one day. When Jiang was leaving home alone so that he could meet Minji, his mom caught him in the middle of the road. But Jiang did not stop and tried to move forward. Seeing this, his mom threatened him that if he took one more step, she would make all his friends disappear from his life. She was very serious. Jiang then realized that his mom would not harm his friends and stopped, unable to move forward, and returned home with a sad heart. After that, in the present, we see that the misunderstanding between Minji and Jiang is cleared. They go to school together. Minji is smiling, and Jiang says that now everything is clear. Minji says that she still has not decided whether she will forgive him or not. Saying this, she walks forward. Whether their love story will start easily now or someone will come between them to separate them is yet to be seen. Meanwhile, during school lunch break, when Minji tells her friends about Jiang's helplessness, they understand that Jiang's mom had forbidden him from meeting friends. Hearing this, Chin freezes, wondering why this happened. From here, we will see what happens next. After that, all the friends make a plan to arrange a meeting for Minji and Jiang so that they can become friends again. According to the plan, Chin acts as if he needs help with a math question and keeps his test paper in front of Jiang. On the paper, Minji writes that she wants to meet him in the evening. Reading the note, Jiang immediately responds, "Yes, okay." Their meeting is fixed. Meanwhile, Rue notices all this and her doubt grows. When Minji returns home from school, she starts getting ready. She spends a lot of time selecting her dress. On the other hand, Jiang's heart is also excited. He is eager to meet his childhood friend. The boy stands in front of a mirror checking whether his face looks correct, while the girl is taking more time getting ready. Finally, the sweet cherry finishes selecting her dress. Seeing her happiness, it is clear that she feels like she is going on a date. She is a little shy and a little confused but ready. She leaves her home. On the way, Shin sees her and says, "Oh, girl, where are you going? Dancing, singing, and smiling like this? And what's in your hand?" Cherry says, "Nothing. It's just my diary." Her friend understands and says, "Oh, good. So you are going for me." Meanwhile, Shin says that Minji is going to meet him and quickly giving in. She says she fears that Minji might lose her upper hand. Minji responds that she just wants to meet him so she can know what he thinks about her and that no one else should know. Her friend says, "Oh, so now you've also started thinking about him." Cherry's eyes widen hearing this. She says, "It's time. I'm going now. Bye." And after taking a few steps, she turns back. After that, Shin asks her to tell her a little about how she looks. Shin helps her adjust her dress slightly, and then Minji starts walking on the road. On the other hand, when Jiang is leaving his house to meet Minji, a problem arises. His mom catches him in front of the house. The poor boy's smile disappears, and clouds of sadness fill his heart. His mom understands where he is going and threatens him, saying that if he goes, she will send Minji's mom and dad to the construction site so that they understand their family is not good and should control their daughter. Hearing this, Jiang stops. If he goes to meet Minji, his mom could interfere from afar. Jiang argues a lot with his mom, but gains nothing. Poor boy quietly returns home, sacrificing his feelings again, thinking that maybe he should not lose Minji forever. Meanwhile, Jiang's dad, seeing his wife angry, asks why she keeps imprisoning their son. She blames him, saying that if he had not gone to the village, none of this would have happened. Both start arguing. Jong's mom and Minji's parents start blaming each other. Minji's dad hears everything, immediately calls Minji's mom, and tells her all the detail. The argument between Jong's mom and dad escalates, and they start shouting at each other. Neighbors gather outside to watch, making the situation tense. Seeing Minji's parents reach Jong's house, they understand what has happened. Meanwhile, Minji waits impatiently for Jiang. Some time later, Chin comes near her but does not say anything and leaves. Minji's mom and dad, inside Jong's house, see that Jiang is blaming himself completely. They tell him that the meeting was planned by Minji herself and that she made no mistake. They reassure him that he was ready for the training camp and only did what his mom wanted. On the other hand, when Minji returns and sees her parents coming from Jong's house, she realizes that something serious must have happened. Seeing her sad, her parents worry she thinks she caused a problem, but they comfort her, saying that she should not be angry or worried and that she has done nothing wrong. Hearing this, Minji's eyes fill with tears. She feels that surely Jong's mom must have said bad words about her parent, but her dad reassures her that nothing like that happened. Meanwhile, Jiang passes by in his car. He is sad, watching Minji from afar, and Minji also feels sad. Her mom and dad say that it is difficult when childhood friends grow apart. They agree with her feelings, but are helpless and cannot support their daughter fully. The next morning, when Minji reaches school, her friends tell her that Jong's mom was in another city and wonder how she knew that Minji and Jiang were going to meet. It seems someone complained. Hearing this, her friends start doubting each other, but Chin doubts nothing. In class, Minji realizes that Jiang is missing and wonders how many days he will not come to school. Later, Chin tells Minji that the test paper is missing, the one on which the meeting was written. Knowing this, their doubt goes straight to Jin. Minji wants to question him to know the truth, but makes a mistake and accidentally kicks Jin. Jin, turning red with anger, goes straight to the teacher and says, "Ma'am, Minji and Chen are dating. I myself saw them at the aquarium with my own eyes. Here are the photos." When the teacher asks Minji and Chin about this, they refuse to accept it. Then the teacher calls both of their mothers and tells them everything. In the next scene, the kids took side. They said that these two had grown up together since childhood and were like brother and sister. Nothing romantic existed between them. The teacher believed their words, so this matter should have ended there, but unfortunately, it did not. The next day, Chen's mom came into the class to clear the rumors. When they called Minji Ling Tao, her secret was quickly revealed. Now everyone knew that Minji was the girl who had written letters to Jiang. Poor Minji felt embarrassed. Rumors about her spread throughout the school. Girls started gossiping about her, and the situation became tense. Would Jiang be able to protect Minji when he returned? Minji did not care about the rumors. She put earphones in her ears to block out others' words and simply enjoyed the music. Cherry stayed silent, but her friends did not. Whenever Chen saw someone gossiping about Minji, he became angry and started fighting with them. The class monitor continued to take care of Minji as before. Now, however, Minji could not focus on her studies at all. Life seemed incomplete without Jiang. After thinking a lot, Minji decided to go to the training center so she could meet Jiang. After school, she asked her friends to go with her, but everyone refused. Minji, being like a big boss, convinced two friends by force. She took Chin and Han and left. On the other hand, when Jiang heard that rumors about Minji were spreading at school, he became very worried. He was concerned about her and immediately ran toward the gate to get out. Meanwhile, Minji and Chin had already entered the center without permission to meet Jiang. Unfortunately, the guards saw them and caught them both. Chin ran to distract the guards while Minji sat there sadly. Jiang arrived outside just in time. Teacher Han was taking Minji out of the center. When Minji saw Jiang, she shouted loudly that she had come to find her dear rabbit. This rabbit was extremely important to her. If anyone saw the rabbit, they should tell it not to worry about her because she could handle everything herself. The rabbit, however, was just an excuse. In reality, she wanted to tell Jiang not to worry about her. Jiang understood her words. Minji told him that if any classmate found the rabbit, they should give her message to it. Next, the teacher asked Jiang what he was doing there. Jiang came closer and said he was looking for his cat. Both were speaking in code. The rabbit was Jiang, and the cat was Minji. Jiang said, "My cat is very cute. Its nose is red like a cherry. It is very important to me. Minji understood what he meant, and both smiled. Meanwhile, Jiang got lost in thought. Hearing about the rumors, he had worried about Minji, thinking she must be struggling and people might treat her badly. But after meeting her, he realized that Minji was tough and strong. She could handle everything easily, even without him. My dear girl, now I do not need to worry about her, he thought. Both were close, but still distant, feeling helpless in their own way. Before leaving, Minji told Jiang to take care, and he said the same. Minji returned with a heavy heart. After leaving the training center, she saw a street singer singing and got an idea. She went out with her friends to find a location near Zhang's hostel. After searching for a while, she found a good spot right in front of the boys' hostel where Jiang was staying. Minji took the mic and started humming. For the first time in her life, she sang for someone. She had never done this before. Jiang recognized her voice. He lifted the lamp in his hostel room and turned it on and off so Minji would know that he heard her. The next day, Minji was in a bad mood after seeing that she ranked 5th from the bottom. On the other hand, her mom and dad were very open-minded. They didn't scold her but instead comforted her, saying, "Son, you did well in the exam. Don't worry, parents should be like this." Her mom also made a mental note to help Minji's brain work faster so that next time she would improve her rank and not come from the bottom, but reach higher up. When Minji told this to Chin and Han, both laughed. Minji got angry and said, "Enough. Now we must study seriously, otherwise next time the insult will be worse, and we cannot tolerate that." Minji sat down to study, but could not focus. She was weighed down by the sadness of being separated from her childhood friend and the burden of studying. Meanwhile, Chin came to her home. He gave her a balloon and said, "Do not let it fall on the ground. Your stress will fly away with this balloon. You will be able to focus on your studies." Minji started following his advice. Shin also came. She was angry at Chin because his brother had changed her phone ringtone. Hearing this, Minji handed Chen's phone to Shin so she could change it. As soon as Shin held the phone, the Love Compatibility Index menu opened unexpectedly. It showed that Minji and Chen's love compatibility score was more than 80%. This revealed that Chen had a secret crush on Minji. On the other hand, Shin's heart broke seeing this, because she also liked Chin. Shin got angry at her best friend Minji and said, "No need to say anything, I'm leaving. Bye." Minji got angry, returned the phone to Chin, and tried to talk to Shin, but Shin was not ready to listen. Meanwhile, a misunderstanding had arisen between the two friends. Other friends noticed that Shin was upset with Minji, but they didn't know the real reason. Minji kept her distance from everyone so she could spend more time trying to reconcile with Shin. Next, the school's sports day festival was approaching. Chin wished for Minji to become the cheerleader in the basketball mat, so he signed her up. Minji did not want to be the cheerleader at first. When she went to the teacher to withdraw her name, she saw her best friend Shin there and changed her mind. She wanted to stay close to Shin to clear the misunderstanding. Shin had also signed up as cheerleader, aiming to impress Jiang. The teacher announced that whoever danced best would become the leader. Hearing this, Minji suggested Shin's name for leader. The next day, while practicing with Shin fell, and Minji became a little worried. Meanwhile, no one else supported them. Most of the other girls were with Shin. Minji could not dance well, so Shin started training her. Both worked very hard together. That night, when Minji was going home, Han told her that Jiang had called and that she had given him Minji's number so they could talk. Minji became very happy and ran home. When she picked up the phone, Zhang's call came at the same time. Hearing his voice, Minji's face bloomed like a rose. They could only talk briefly. Minji did not want to disturb him, so she ended the call. The next day, while all the girls were dancing, Fin suddenly fell and blamed Minji. Minji said, "Don't lie. You stopped my foot." Fin did not want Minji to become cheerleader and tried to remove her from the team. Meanwhile, Minji started feeling that Shin was deliberately keeping her away. Her mom explained, "No, son. That is not true. She must have some reason." Then Minji's dad listened to something on the phone. He took his wife aside and told her that Mr. Shin was sick and had been admitted to the hospital. Minji overheard this and became worried. Minji understood that Shin was not ignoring her on purpose. In fact, Shin was upset because of her dad. Meanwhile, all their friends stayed with Shin's dad in the hospital, supporting each other during this difficult time. Next, Minji went to Mr. Shin's shop, where Shin was quietly packing things. When Minji started helping, Shin said, "I can do everything myself." Minji did not get angry. Later, when she went to get water, she accidentally bumped into Shin. The glass fell from her hand and broke. Shin immediately apologized. Both looked at each other and laughed. Then Shin asked, "I couldn't come that day. You didn't get angry, right?" Minji replied, Why would I be angry at you? I know you can't stay away from me for long. Shin explained, I had a misunderstanding about you and Chin. Actually, Chin likes you. His younger brother set the love compatibility menu. He wants you to be his sister-in-law. Minji got angry hearing this and said, I will go and ask Chin everything now. Shin calmly replied, oh, emotional girl. Wait a little. Let it go. Just pretend you don't know anything. Let things stay as they are. Minji understood that if she revealed everything, the friendship could break, and that would not be right. The next day at school, basketball practice was going on while Minji practiced with her classmates. Later, her friends told her exciting news. Jeong Meta was coming to school to participate in the Matisse competition, so she would get a chance to meet him. Minji's heart leapt with joy. Her friends teased her, saying, now Jiang will also watch your dance. She felt shy, as if that boy were her fiancé. Meanwhile, the basketball match was about to start, and today was the final rehearsal for the cheerleader girl. Shin could not sleep well the night before, worrying about her dad. When her classmates woke her for practice, she stumbled. Shin immediately took advantage of this, telling the teacher that Minji and her 2 group members should be removed from the team. Considering safety concerns, the teacher agreed. Next, Minji and Shin came up with an idea. They didn't want the other 2 girls' hard work to go to waste. They worked on convincing the teacher to give them a chance. Meanwhile, Jiang also arrived at school with his mom, who warned him not to meet anyone. Minji already knew Jiang was coming, so she had told her mom to prepare his favorite dishes and a cake to feed him. On the other hand, Shin's dream of becoming cheerleader did not end. The teacher understood the dedication of Minji and her team, and allowed Minji to perform in the lifting position instead of Shin. This plan caused Fin's scheme to fail. The basketball game was about to start. The cheerleaders arrived on the field. When Minji appeared in a red and white floral dress, she looked like a fairy. Chin, Yushang, and Han were so surprised that they couldn't even blink. They never imagined that the small girl who had grown up with them could look so beautiful. The basketball match began, and everyone was excited. Yet the real highlight was the cheerleader girl's performance. As Minji took the stage with full energy, the audience clapped loudly. Jiang, who was in the principal's office with his mom, grew restless. He needed to see her. Pretending to go to the washroom, he ran straight toward the playground. When he saw Minji performing, he became completely captivated. His eyes did not leave her for even a moment, proving that he had strong feelings for her. Minji also noticed him. After the performance, a perfect moment arrived. The principal called all the cheerleader girls for a group photo. Jiang was already there. Both Minji and Jiang smiled at each other. The principal asked Jiang to stand with the cheerleaders for the photo. Jiang went straight and stood next to Minji. Their faces radiated happiness, and their hearts felt calm. For now, whether they would meet again or not, they could enjoy this beautiful moment together. They were happy, but one person was not Fin. On the other hand, she was busy trying to impress Jiang. Meanwhile, Zhang's mom planned to take her son straight to the training center, so he could not meet Minji. Everything was going according to her plan, until she was suddenly called back to the office for urgent work. Before leaving, she instructed the driver to take Jiang directly to the training center. However, the driver got very hungry and went for lunch. Next, Jiang and Minji only had 30 minutes together. Minji and her classmates quickly reached the secret meeting place and started spending time with Jiang. Minji had prepared delicious food, which Jiang happily enjoyed. Meanwhile, the girl he had longed to see all this time stood right in front of him. Minji felt truly happy. Whenever she was with him, his face lit up with joy. They were not being romantic, just talking casually, enjoying each other's company. But someone else was burning with jealousy. Fin saw Minji and Jiang meeting and quickly made a plan with Shen to defame Minji and report everything to Zhang's mom. Meanwhile, Chin and the rest of the friends kept watch all around, ensuring no one could reach Minji and Jiang. Then they noticed 2 girls, famous for gossiping, slowly approaching the alley where Minji and Jiang were. The friends tried to stop them. Shin immediately called Minji to warn her. Minji held Zhang's hand, and they started running away. When they reached a high wall, Jiang lifted Minji onto his shoulder to get her over. Before he could put her down, a stray dog began chasing them. Panicked, they ran, and a motorcycle accidentally hit them, causing both to fall. When Jiang lifted Minji, she noticed blood on his forehead. Minji immediately fainted. They were rushed to the hospital. hospital, where Minji blamed herself. She felt guilty that Jiang had been hurt because of her. She worried that if the injury had been serious, it could affect his studies. Thankfully, it was only a minor cut, and his brain was fine. Knowing this, Minji felt some relief, but their troubles were far from over. The next day, as Minji was heading to class, Shin stopped her. He was worried that Fin might attack her with her poisonous word. Minji confidently replied, "I don't need to be afraid of anyone. I can face everything alone." The class atmosphere was tense and emotional. Fin was busy crying, and some girls tried to console her, as if Jiang were her husband. When Minji entered the class, Fin and her friends surrounded her, ready to accuse her. Fin demanded, "Why did you hurt Jiang?" Minji confidently answered, "Jiang and I just want to be good friends, just like we were in childhood." Everyone then understood that Minji and Jiang were childhood friends. Meanwhile, Shin remained silent and quietly returned to her seat. Jiang's dad was taking him home from the hospital. His son was sad because his mom always treated him like her shadow. Jiang clearly told his dad that if his mom tried to take revenge on Minji or her family, or sent them to the village, he should report her for misusing her power. His dad remained silent. Later, when his mom returned home and saw Jiang's sad face, his dad showed courage and openly supported Jiang. Shocked, Jiang's mom went alone to Minji's house and told Minji's mom, "You should have raised your daughter properly." Minji got very angry and was about to reply, but her mom stopped her. Minji then followed Miss Jiang and handed over the medical expenses. Miss Jiang asked her, "Do you have something to say?" Next, Minji replied, "I just want to be friends with Jiang." On the other hand, Miss Jiang warned her that if she continued insisting on her stubbornness, Jiang could lose his mother, and she could lose her son. Hearing this, Minji felt a strange confusion in her heart. Meanwhile, her mom wanted her to stay away from Jiang. Now the question is, will Minji accept this request and distance herself from her childhood friend? We will find out in the next part. Friends, if you want to see the next part, kindly help reach the likes target. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.